you're sort of suggesting that the way the law is structured in Missouri, not just there, but in this case it is, really comes down in favour of the police officer.
It does. And for people who don't follow American law closely, it's rare that a police officer is indicted for killing even an unarmed person, let alone convicted of a crime. So under Missouri law, there's actually a statute that empowers police officers to use deadly force under certain circumstances. And my view is that, and I'm not advocating this, I'm saying this as objectively as I possibly can, that it's very unlikely that that grand jury will indict the officer given the facts that are going presented before that grand jury.
And Brown was seen in the surveillance video stealing the cigars.
Yes.
And initially we were told that the officer didn't know that when the shooting happened, and we've since found out that Wilson did know that through a radio dispatch message. Will that help his case?
Yes, it does, because under the statute, there's actually 3 provisions that have to be fulfilled to immunize the police officer from being found criminally liable for killing someone. And one is, is the person who, the suspect, had they committed a felony? And so you have to have knowledge of that. That's the second part. So in the case, we've seen the radio dispatches saying that he was informed that there was a robbery. The robbery, this is a felony. When you use force and theft together, that's felony. And that he heard that before he saw the 2 individuals walking the street, one being Michael Brown. So those are the 2 key factors. The third key factor is, did the police officer act reasonably in this circumstance? And that's what goes down to the credibility of the police officer. And in this case, it was very rare. The officer testified before the grand jury for over 4 hours. And prosecutors I spoke to said never, not once, has a police officer been indicted who testified before the grand jury, because the big factor is reasonability. So they're going to hear from this police officer who's going to say, I feared for my life. The reason I had to discharge my weapon and kill this person, and I didn't want to kill him, but I had